Hello friends, welcome to my channel Mindful Convo. In the previous videos, we had discussed about various topics regarding data scraping, screen scraping and various output methods. Now in this video, we will be going to discuss about the exceptions in try, catch and RPA UI path. So my first question is, what do we mean by the exception? So, an exception is an unwanted event that occurs during the execution of program that in turn halts the flow of the program. So, we have various exceptions in the UI path, that is, first, null reference exception. This error occurs when a variable is not initialized. Second, index out of range exception. It occurs when index of object is out of range. Then the third exception is argument exception. It is thrown when a method is invoked and its argument does not meet the parameter specification. Now the next exception is selector not found exception. That is the most frequent exception that comes in RPA. So it occurs when the UI path is unable to find the selector or it is unable to find the selector in its specified time. The next exception is image operation exception. When any image is not found within the specified time, then image operation exception occurs. The next is text not found exception. When the text indicated by the robot is not found within the specified time. Generally, the exceptions are contained in the try-catch block. If we want that the program may not halt, then we can put these exceptions in the try-catch block. And as I have given you this image in which we have try and catch and also the finally. As we all know that in try block we put those activities that have the chance of throwing the exception, while in the catch block the activity to be performed when the exception occurs. And the finally block, as we all know that the finally block always executes after the try catch block. Okay, the finally block is not mandatory every time to write, but if we write the finally block, then after try and catch, after try, finally blocks always executes. Generally, the finally blocks helps us to close the resources, like to close any database connection or to close any file operator. Okay, now we will be going to do a simple practical in the UiPath Studio for the try and catch block so that you will be better understand by this topic. So first of all, we will open the notepad. Okay, now in the try catch block, first of all, we will take try catch block. Try and catch here. Now we will see that in the try block there is a drop activity here. So in this drop activity we will put the activity in which we can say that it can throw some exception. So we can take type into, and in the type into we will indicate the screen of the notepad. Okay, so as we have seen that we have indicated the screen of notepad. So we will write the text here like mindful convo in the quotes. Now in the catch block, what do we do? Basically we have to write the exception. So we will choose the system.exception because in this case we don't know what the exception is, and as we all know that exception is the parent class, so we can select the system.exception. It includes all the exceptions. Okay, so in the catch block now we will drop the activity, like we can drop the message box, and in the message box we can write exception dot message. Here we got the message that what kind of exception we are having. So it provides us, the catch blocks provides us the exception that is thrown by the try block. So now we will be running the file and see what happens. In the first case, when we have run the file, then here is our notepad. The execution is still running, and what we can see that it has write the text mindful convo here. Okay. So it gives us no exception because it throws no exception, because the try catch captures no exception, and hence it does not come into the catch block. Now we will again run this file. So when we have run this file, what do we see? The execution is still running. It is trying to find out the notepad. See, we have an exception in the message box cannot find the UI element corresponding to this selector, and this notepad.exe class notepad titled untitled notepad. Here we have selected the title for the notepad is untitled notepad, but here we can see that there is a star written behind the untitled notepad. That's why it is unable to find the notepad and hence gives us the exception. So here we have seen that the try catch block is the most helpful method, or we can say activity, in order to deal with any exception. So guys, that's it for today. Stay tuned for more other topics. In the next video we will be going to discuss about the read through scope in the RPA. So stay tuned. Goodbye.